How you doing? My name's Jerry. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I just want to take a moment today to share with you a little bit about me, why I'm here, to see who else is here for the same reasons. We're trying to meet you. My name is Jerry. I'm a coach. I coach people online, coach people in personal development, mental and emotional stability and resilience, spiritual health. Most of my clients are business owners, so we do a lot of work in integrating the whole self into the business. I'll work with just about anybody, so long as you're ready. You give yourself permission to dream. I spent way too many years in the corporate grind, retail manager, store manager for 21 years, all told. That life taught me a lot. I use many of those skills today in coaching. It also taught me something that I think a lot of you are starting to realize as well, which is we've been lied to. We've been told that here's how you live a life, here's what you do. You get the job and climb the ladder as fast as you can so you can get that comfortable income level. Once you do that, you start saving for your retirement, start investing, take some vacations here and there, carve out a little time for your family, and then someday you'll cash in on that retirement. Someday you'll be able to live your dreams. You'll be able to travel, you'll be able to play golf, play with your grandkids. We're seeing the reality of that situation. That's not at all what happens. In most cases, in far too many cases, by the time people retire, they've broken down physically to the point to where they really can enjoy their later years. Maybe they've experienced some traumas in their life. Maybe they've experienced some separation, some divorces, something. That's built up in them. So mentally, emotionally, spiritually, they've got a lot of work to do. And because they were so busy earning their life, they didn't start that work when they were in their 20s, 30s, 40s. Now they're left sitting there holding the bag. They got mental, emotional issues. They don't know how to deal with them. They got all the time in the world to sit there and feel it and to think about it. Their bodies broke down, so they can't even go exercise and have fun. They're left sitting there feeling the pain, thinking about the pain. That's no way to live. I made the choice when I was in my late 30s that I was going to pivot out from retail. I was going to get into the world of online coaching. The pandemic brought a different timeline. I had a 5-year plan. 2020, I developed a 5-year plan. I just got to that point in my retail management career where I obviously was unfulfilled. I was angry. I was exhausted. I was at my wit's end. I had no choice. I had no options. I had no way out. Luckily, I came across something that was my immediate purpose in that time: kinesiology, back pain, weight loss, fitness, helping people with that. And then it eventually morphed into other things. I made that choice when I was in my mid-30s. If it wasn't for fate, I probably never would have got a chance to do it, to be honest with you. I was working that corporate grind. I was getting used to a lot of the mental shit that was coming up was my own. It was my own stuff. And I was becoming very aware of that, and I was learning how to navigate that. I found myself in a situation where I was content with the shitty work environment. You still got your health, you still got your exercise, you still got your family, you got all these other things. You're fine, you can stay here for a while. I started to talk myself into actually redacting my dream, censoring it. As fate would have it, a lot of signs from the universe. Car wreck, 3 concussions, an illegal whistleblower situation at my job. All these things came up within the course of a few months. It was clear this is not the place for you. On top of the pandemic and everything that was going on at that time, being asked to enforce things on people that I knew violated their human rights and whatnot. So it was time. The universe said, here you go. I was thrown out on my ass 2 years early on my 5-year plan. That's why I do what I do today. The last 5 years, it's been so many ups and downs. It's been, besides being a parent, the most rewarding experience of my life. Of course, not being ready to open a business, not being ready to jump into the world of online coaching. It was a lot of stress. It was actually in this time, in this last 5 years, where my skills as a coach and as a person went through the stratosphere as I was forced, invited, given the opportunity to look at so many of my own issues that I'd been avoiding for various reasons, as we all do. In the fire, when I was going through these varying dynamics of, you're supposed to be a guide here, you're going through your own dark night of the soul. It's also the brightest night of the soul. Getting to dance and weave in and out of all that and to integrate that in real time just gave me so much confidence and really so much more efficacy in what I do. Just recently, I reconnected with the power of the dream This has always been my dream. I've been tied into the dream for years, really just latching on, locking in, as they say now, lock in, locking in on that. That's something I'd lost sight of. I lost sight of the power of the dream. I'd lost remembrance that millions, if not billions of people are facing a day every day that they are tired of, they are sick of. They don't want to face this day one more day. And there is another day waiting for them, a different every day. They know it. They haven't given themselves permission to do it because of other people's fears and limitations being placed on them. Maybe their relationship with regret, failure, shame is just disproportionate or out of alignment. They let it keep them stuck instead of learning from it. There's so many things that keep people stuck. All of them are, dare I say, easy. None of them are super complicated to get down to why people do things, what keeps them stuck in pattern. That's my question to you and the whole universe right now. That's what this video is. This is a question to the universe. Has the dream died? Has living the life that you want to live, has that died? Well, it can't die in you if you don't let it. We can lose sight of it in the collective. My whole take is you get one shot at this as you. You get one shot at this in the avatar, in the flesh body that you are in right now. What are you gonna do with it? Some people want to play it safe. There's nothing wrong with anybody's life strategy. There's nothing wrong with it, so long as it is yours. Are you gonna play it safe? And if so, what are you getting out of that? Or are you gonna say, send it, let's go. I've got a vision. I've got a whole bunch of fear. I got a whole bunch of doubt and a whole bunch of insecurity. I have one thing that so many people don't have, and that's a vision. That's all we need. Where are those people? Where are you at? I know you're out there. I get to talk to a lot of you, actually. That's my take on life. Eat the cake, don't live on the cake. Go see the movie. Go watch the rap concert. Don't make that your escape, your total reality. Work to live, don't live to work. Honor your body. Honor the health that you have. Realize who you truly are on a spiritual level. I'm just going with this. No script, no agenda. Who are you at the level of essence? Who are you at the level of spirit? Who do you want to be? What do you want this experience to end up as? What is it when you're laying on that deathbed? What is it that's on your mind? Are you finally looking back at all the memories and how you got to? You got to say yes to yourself. Or are you still wondering, what if? What might have been? What could I have experienced? What could I have done? If I wouldn't have had such an aversion to money, and I tried just a little bit harder, could I have earned more and experienced more? What if I got in touch with how I respond to other people and learned how me taking things personal and not seeing someone else's perspective from an empathic frame? Maybe if I would have tried a little bit harder than that, I could have had so many more wonderful experiences in life. What is that moment going to look like for you? A good indicator, what's it look like today? Have you got to try all the things that you want to try? Have you got to put yourself out there in a way, in an unapologetic way? Do you take care of yourself like someone you truly love and are responsible for? What's your biggest regret in life right now? What will be your biggest regret if you don't try it? How long have you been hanging on to that biggest regret? What are some things you believe about yourself that just aren't true? What are things that other people say about you that just aren't true, yet you work hard to change their mind? Whose no are you accepting? Whose no? Tied into your vision is too big, you're too much, you want to take up too much space. Whose no have you adopted? These are all wonderful things that we get to dance with, that we get to deal with. And the answers that we find as to why we do or we don't are exactly the answers we're looking for, exactly what we need in the moment. I invite you along, subscribe to this channel, follow this journey, make your journey part of this channel. Share with us, show up, comment. Sorry, we got a little, I felt like expressing today, getting this channel back online. I started this channel right when I first started my online coaching career. It's been sitting here for a couple years. Here I am. A lot more to share, a lot more experiences. I'd just like to invite you along this journey of self-discovery, of remembrance, of self-activation and actualization, so that you can get whatever it is that you need out of your life. You can have it all. I know it sounds like a pipe dream, but really, you can have it all. Your health and your career and your relationships and your experiences. There's nothing about you that's not enough. There's nothing about you that's not enough. There's nothing about you that is too much. You claiming your space will not take up someone else's. Those are the excuses that make it easy for you to stay small and to not upset other people. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you had a nice time enjoying this slow conversation, this slow walk. I hope it was a nice change of pace from what you're usually finding here online. Stay tuned. Please subscribe. There's more to come.